Are watching someone launch their boat. He just put that in the water. Oh, welcome to Heart Happy Hour. Let's turn this around and turn the car on. It is 100 degrees outside. One Love and Wellness. Love plus art equals wellness. Heart Happy Hour Season 7. I'm your host, Precious Mother Love. And I want to talk about where we are in the cosmos, or cosmologically, or how the stars and the moon and the planets are lining up for us. It seems like, and I don't know if this is going to be the best thing, I just got this other way of holding the camera, and it is not giving me the best view. Let's see if I can do something different without it being too much. Let's see, what does that do for us? I guess it's a little bit better view. Ashe. So we are in a string of cosmic portals are occurring. Sorry for, I'm on some rocks, on a hill, on the decline, headed to the water now. I'm about to get into travel mode, but I wanted to talk about where we are. I mean, like, first off, we just passed the longest day of the year. I guess in that case you would say the shortest night of the year, the summer solstice on the 21st, which is also around Juneteenth timeline. Anyway, these portals are back to back to back to back. So full moon has, its significance in, I believe it was Sagittarius last month. We are waning in Capricorn, so the Capricorn new moon or full moon, I think it's the 21st this month of July. And I want to line up with all these portals, the dog days afternoon. This heat that we are in is a indication of things heating up and things being more permeable, where you can pierce the veil more easily right now. Like I said, the summer solstice is a portal. 4th of July is a portal, but at that point, I believe there's Saturn and Uranus are in some sort of, I think they're conjunct. And then we also have where Saturn is retrograde in Pisces, and Pisces is the season, or the, like we have the Aquarius, the age of Aquarius. So Pisces is still on its way out. So that's, to me, somewhat of a reflection, looking back on the things that you don't want any longer, reflecting on, all the things that you enjoyed during that time, things that lit a fire under you, the things that Saturn does, I believe it's having us to reflect on, where we were, where we're going. The timing right now is so fierce, so hot. Okay, so 7/7 is a portal, and that actually is a gateway timing for the constellation Sirius. So when I say dog days afternoon, and I always refer to Sirius star constellation because it's got Canis Major and Canis Minor, which, if you look at K9, dogs, blah, blah, blah. I'm always talking about how I think all that is linked energetically. So when these dog days come, that's usually the doorbell ringing, or the sign, the symptom, the signal that things are lining up for Sirius to take its, I don't know what all is definitely tied into that, but I know that there's a lot of downloads, a lot of communication, a lot of technology upgrades and things. This is a real hot time right now, not just energetically on the temperature dial, but like etherically. It's an open season. And I don't want to say like hunting season, but like hunting season, that you have this whole space of the summer, where there's several portals that are availing themselves for our assistance. How they say, Christmas in July, that has some significance to me in my mind, that even though it was a play on words, and it's something that's the reverse, because in the coldest season, when we have our winter solstice, and the hottest season, when we have our summer solstice, those energies are lined up with some cosmic alignments that are emphatically available for us if we tap into those things. So, welcome to my cosmic update. I really feel the energy of, like, right now we're in Sun of Cancer, and Cancer is about a lot of emotions. Cancer is also about settling your home, or getting your home together, or putting your armor on and gearing up for the battle, or the quest. So I see that the more I pay attention to what I've done in the beginning of the year, that those things start to heat up and come to a boiling point during this time, which strategically, that's what we should be doing. When the winter months are, we're supposed to be doing our dream catchers, or doing our vision boards, or doing our planting of the seeds of what we want to foresee in our spring and in our summer and into the fall, when we have our final harvest, or the final harvest for the per annum. We're moving towards the hibernation months. That cycle just continues. So I am seeing so many signs and symptoms of the things that I lined up with in January and February, just jumping out the pot. Folks calling, staying in touch, giving gifts. I'm open to and allowing and accepting all the gifts I lined up for myself energetically. But I really feel as though the more I'm able to tune into on purpose, initiating the aligning with the energies of what's going on with, the more I tune into, what I tune into is being purposeful, the more purpose I'm able to recognize, accept, allow, and attend to. So, as I said, this is a season of portals. This is a time when you just need to be on go. You just need to be on ready. You just need to be ready for those impromptu, unrehearsed, unscripted moments of bliss, moments of clarity. We're burning off a lot of the excess right now. Cancer also helps you do a lot of your shadow work, healing childhood traumas. This is also a time when I want to say you're just gonna allow yourself to be like naked. Like, this is the time when we start coming out of our clothes. We start coming, peeling off the layers. Pulling back the veil. Whatever is giving it cover is having to be uncovered now. It's getting more opportunity for sunlight to hit it, for the light codes to line up, for us to be ready for. And it's, I say us, I'm really talking to me. I'm talking to me. I'm talking to the me and you as well. There's really no mystery about it. You see what happens every summer. People release their inhibitions. People are more willing to come outside. People are more into group activities. People are more available to interact and connect. And so if we weren't tuned into what's going on cosmologically, we would at least say, what's that, May to December relationships or something like that? Those kinds of things that have become trends and topics that we are tuning into, just naturally, just seeing what actually continues to happen as I age, as I become a grandmother, as I become a big mama. I start to recognize some of these signs and symptoms every year. We are lining up with the summer solstice. These portals are open. Are we available? Do you have your catcher's mitt in position? So I just want to be certain that I tell you, all summer, be ready. This summer in particular, these dog day afternoons, these are all signs and symptoms. These are obvious ways the universe is trying to tell you, get to cooking. It's cooking you, and the energy is such a high rate. I have a solar panel, okay? So the panel can catch the energy, but can the device accept the amount of energy? It increases at certain times of the day. So my phone charges faster, or whatever I'm charges faster at certain points of the day when those UV rays are at its highest, which I want to remind us that when we do sun gaze, which sun gazing is a good thing, at certain times, it's not a good thing at these up times, these times when we are recognizing not to be outside because it feels like a sauna. Oh, hey Perez Phoenix, hey Luis Lopez, hi. Good morning from California, baby. Ashe. I am on the coast of a river north of the Potomac. I forgot the name of this river. I was just at Willoughby Beach showing someone launching their vehicle, their boat. And I am talking about the cosmic alignments. These cosmic portals are coming. Bang, 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 bang. 778874 721. All these dates are like, it's like contractions. It's like the birth canal, pardon me, is open a certain amount each time, and it's not closing fully. It's at certain times it's expanding the opportunity, and these portals are being energized. So my day is going very well, Perez. Thank you for asking. It's going beautiful, wonderful, and marvelous. I am visiting in Delaware. I'm about to be well, it's funny you asked that. Am I single? Someone just asked me that last night. Indian fella too. He's like, I'm ready. I want a wife now. I did the work. I don't know his accent. He's like, I did the work. I'm ready. And I'm like, I don't think you're ready for me, buddy. You gotta. So anyway, I am seeking a partner, and this partner has to pass certain litmus tests. So, and yes, you're too young. That's one of those litmus test areas. You're too young for me, Mr. Perez, Mr. Phoenix. Thanks for asking. But in the meantime, yes, we are lining up with all these potential ways to hit it and hit and run. So I believe that, while these irons are hot, while these fires are burning, while these embers are being released, I believe that we are capable, if you are willing and open to these ideas of working this energy. The grid is opening itself up to us at this time, and we ought to put ourselves um, mentally line up with, these energy vortexes, these peaks, the heartbeat of what's going on energetically. I'm watching the waves as I'm looking down the highway right here, this little street. You can see the waves coming off of the pavement. So these are times that we are now, if you're tuned in, you can tap in. You're able to tap in, tune in, and turn on, buddy. So I'm going to leave it light and lively like that. If I said something that activated anything in you, or curiosity was piqued in some way that you want to follow up, please do your research. Please see how these things are affecting you. Check into when you are going to be most fertile. Everyone has their own Christos Christmas every month when the when the moon aligns with your sun sign. When the moon is in your sun sign, that is, you have 3 days of fertility to plant some seeds, to tap in, to ask questions, to move forward, to impregnate the energy, the ethers with what your desires are. So when the summer solstice just passed, we're still 3 days, the 21st. This is the last day of that fertile time, the biggest opening, the biggest opportunity for you to tap in. Then we also have coming up 7/4 and 7/7. 7/7 is the Sirius Gateway alignment. Lionsgate is on 8/8. Of course, there are others that are coming, 11/11, 9/9. All these things, all these numerological applications to the energies of the day. These are things that when you are real or not real, ain't really your life, ain't really your life. Nothing but a movie. I just performed that this weekend. B-movie with the Robbie Gordon was there. He's the bassist for Gil Scott-Heron. So Robbie Gordon and the Gil Scott-Heron tribute band performed at the 48th annual Juneteenth activity festival, Freedom Day. And me being on that stage, and me being a part of it, Gil Scott-Heron had some very, very profound words that are even more applicable now than they were then. What is that? Televised. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be televised. It will be technolized. Woo! And we sang Ain't Really Your Life, B-movie. It made me think about this life is what you make it, and if it's what you make it, then tap into the things that you can energize with, and these things that you energize is what's about to happen in your next days, next times. These are the outcomes that you're looking for. If you're looking for the good parts will happen. If you're looking for the not so good part, then the not so good part is what's gonna happen. So, all right, Mr. Perez, looks like you retracted your messages. I apologize. I did not mean to discourage you, but thank you for sharing your ideas, your interest, and I appreciate that. Well, love and wellness, love+art equals wellness. Stay on your toes, stay tapped in, like, subscribe, and share. Season 7, Heart Happy Hour. I'm your host, Precious MotherLove. Peace, love, light, and see you soon. Ashe. Hope I said something that sparked some interest in